For you. What is all that whispering going on out there?
Oh, it's the rib whisperer that you might be hearing, Carrie. Check this guy out here. It's 80 feet long. It can cook up to 2,000 pounds of barbecue at once. And the rib whisperer is right next to me. He hails from Justin, Texas. This is Trace Arnold, and he is here to introduce us to the ultimate smoker. This is pretty impressive.
Thank you. How are you this morning?
I'm really good. This is a great way to start off our day with all this great cooking out here. You're the rib whisperer, so whisper some sweet nothings of barbecue in my ear and tell me how you got that name.
Well, it goes way back. I've been cooking ribs for about 25, 30 years, and a friend of my wife's from Louisiana, Shreveport, challenged me to a rib cook-off. And so
I bet you won.
She came into town. I tore her down, hands down, so my wife donated me the name, the Rib Whisperer.
Okay, and you have a great restaurant in Frisco. It's 3 Stacks, is that right?
It is. 3 Stacks Smoke and Tap House.
Okay, and behind you are some of the items we're going to see on the menu. Check this out. Show us some of these yummy items here.
We've got a cold smoked salmon right here, a homemade potato salad, broccoli salad, sweet potato souffle, and this is a cream cheesy corn bake with a fresh baked bean. That corn was on the cob at 5 o'clock this morning. We smoke it, we grill it, we blend it together with all the cheeses. We've got a fresh cucumber salad, homemade coleslaw. What you'll know about 3 Stacks Smoke and Tap House, everything, we use fresh ingredients every day, no canned foods, no frozen foods. It's all made fresh every day.
Right on. Okay, so you obviously won the Rib Smackdown a few years back. You have a great restaurant with fresh food, but why this big, massive smoker? How did this come to be?
Well, the only thing different for me and everybody else is I just kind of live outside the box. I said if I was going to build one, let's build it as big as I possibly could to be legal in Texas.
And so it is legal?
It is in Texas, but little did I know I'd be traveling across the country with a History Channel and going coast to coast, so I got to get a permit in a state or two.
All right. Okay, we'll get to the History Channel info in a few minutes because that's very cool. But, I mean, you're known as the Rib Whisperer, so come on down and take us through what it takes to make these great ribs.
Well, what we got here is we got some baby back ribs, and one of the most important things is to have you a nice, good rib. I mean, it's got to be a nice, meaty rib, at least 3 pounds per rack and down.
Okay, so you can eyeball that sucker and say that's going to cook up great.
Absolutely.
And then how about the seasoning? Do you have any secrets you can give us?
Well, that's part of the Rib Whisperer's magic right there. I can't tell you everything or I'd have to shoot you. So what I'll do is I'll show you how
it's aggressive, Rib Whisperer.
I'll show you how it works right here. We take this rub and we lay it out in the pan like that right there. I'm going to put my gloves on so we're kind of safe right here.
Hey, do you like spicy? What kind of spices are in there?
It's sweet and tangy. It's got a little bit of heat on the way in, but sweet on the way out.
Right.
So, I mean, it's got a great combination of flavors. It's taken me over 25 years to formulate this recipe, to perfect it. And part of the key is that when I finish them off, my secret sauce, and I'll show you that when we get ours out of the smoker.
All right, so go ahead and season these guys up. I know that Larry is standing by somewhere, our lovely assistant. He's going to pull some out in a minute.
The most important thing is you clean the membrane off of the back of the ribs because you want to get the rub, you want it to penetrate through the meat while it's sitting on it. And you get a good coverage all the way through and through.
Do you do private parties? Can we hire your smoker to come over our house for our Sunday barbecue?
You sure can. I've had a lot of houses. We do tailgate parties. We do Super Bowl parties. We do just.
No way.
I like to have fun with it.
Like small parties, or are all of them pretty large? I'd assume.
No. I can have as little as 5 people. I mean, it's all about having fun with it. That's what I like to do. Like we're going to New York this year on the 25th. We'll be there with the History Channel. I'm going to the Hamptons, and I've found a guy at a house. I'm going to take it and I'm going to cook Texas barbecue for him in the Hamptons.
Oh my gosh! When this guy shows up in the Hamptons in New York, pulling up with his big rig and all of his ribs, they are going to be very, very impressed. All right, so what happens now?
All right, so what you do, you really want to let these set for a little while and let that soak into them. Kind of almost get to room temperature, but we don't do that in the restaurant. We only do that when we're cooking for ourselves. It'll create its own little gravy, and it'll create a juice. And then we're going to go to the smoker with them.
Okay.
And then we're going to bring them off.
Do you want to pull them out of there and see what they look like?
Josh, where's Larry?
Your lovely assistant left.
Oh,
he got camera shy.
I'll grab him. Hang on.
All right. Follow him that way. Okay, so there's going to be a lot of smoke coming out of that smoker. Whoa! That's a lot of heat.
We make all of our homemade sauce. We make all of our sausage for our restaurant. We have a jalapeno cheddar and a hickory smoked sausage. All right, we got a rack of ribs.
All right, walk it back this way. we'll cut into this. Now, I know probably what you want to do is not cut into it right away. That's what we always hear when things come out of the smoker. You got to let it sit, right?
Well, you want to let it sit and just let it. I like to hit it on the grill first, and we got a little fire going right here. So what I'll do is I'll caramelize that sugar that's on that rub, and that'll bring the heat right out of it. Just makes it caramelize, kind of a little sugary coating. Well,
while you do that, I want to remind everybody you're set to hit the road with the History Channel for the Cross-Country Cookout tour. We look forward to seeing you on that trip. I mean, how cool that you built this guy and now you're going to get some national recognition for it.
Yeah, this is our second time. This is our 2013 History Cross-Country Cookout tour, sponsored by Nationwide Insurance, and we kick off right over here in Richardson this year. We've never started in Richardson at the Wildflower Arts and Music Festival, May 17, 18, and 19.
Okay, UltimateSmokerandGrills.com is the information you need to know if you want to follow Trace and his team on the History Channel. Thanks so much for being here on GMT today. We appreciate it. All right, next, it's light, it's portable, it's the ultimate keyboard. We're going to show you what it is when we come back.
Ever wonder